Hey, what's up? Sweatily here. So, as we all know, the BSG Tournament happened last weekend, and there are a fair few problems that existed in its execution, rule set, and moreover, the entire event. In this video, I plan to detail the problems and successes in the BSG Tournament, and my proposals for the next one. First off, let's start with things that were done right. The main one that I saw was the placement tiers and the rewards. They were at a level where if you had enough dedication, you would be able to achieve a high ranking and reward. My only gripe is that of the top 25 not getting a distinct reward and instead having it fall to the top 12 instead. But I feel like this works just as well since it is a duos tournament. Second is the reward tiers. If you want to go all out for coins in this tournament, it's amazing for you. You can easily get a new level 10 with tournament tokens and the placement coins. It's not enough so someone is able to get a level 10 without being experienced in the game, but you are able to be introduced into it and its ecosystem without too greatly affecting the economy. Second is the organization of the entire event. The only hiccup in the running of it was the original delay at the start, but other than that, there were no downtimes that I experienced, and I was never kicked from the game or had a server that I was in shut down. Major props with the hours and whatnot. I was able to grind the game and finish my hours in 2 days without being bored of BSG entirely. Amazing work in not having it feel as grindy as the Bed Wars one. Last of the pros is staff transparency. As of now on January 6th at 8 PM, I've had almost all of my questions answered by either a helper, a mod, or an admin. More specifically in the admin category, Giaverman. I've been able to have direct knowledge of what they plan to keep confidential and what they can tell me. And it's helped me very greatly to know what's going on and what's going to happen. In the entirety of the weekend, I've only had one helper ignore my questions, and DMs, but I won't name them. With that statement, the pros of the tournament are over, and I get to vent about what I think can be improved upon with the concept of the BSG tournament. To start this section of the video out is my main complaint, that there was no way to deter people cheating on alts. From the first day, the leaderboard was absolutely filled with people cheating whose accounts had first logged into the server days ago. This problem could have easily been circumvented had there been a network level barrier or a first login barrier, i.e. Hypixel level 30 or 20 to play, or must have had a first login to the server 30 days prior to this event. Implementing this into the more PvP oriented games would definitely help with the amount of B-hoppers and alters in the tournament. I hope to see this considered for the next one. Secondly, what I'll be talking about is the level 10 kits. I get that level 10s are a staple of BSG and one of the most recognizable features across of Hypixel, but it's absolutely terrible for gameplay. You don't have to know chest routes when you get your kits that early. All you have to do is find a weapon and get someone low before kits and kill them for theirs. And that's no fun for the person getting spawn killed or the people who don't have a good idea on what kits are good at level 10, albeit that the recommended kits were a good step forward in this aspect. My proposal for this is to have kits set to level 8 instead. This provides decent enough gear, gives almost all kits the quote-unquote gimmick that they have, excluding Troll, Hype Train, and perhaps ones for the diamond armor pieces, but they all have much better aspects than the armor that comes with them, i.e. Creeper, Tim, and Warlock, with enchants, the TNT, and the strength potions. But it does allow players to use chest routes and not to be absurdly stacked by the time they end a game, while also keeping cheaters away from getting that stacked. With that said and done, this allows me to delve into my final point, cheaters and boosting. There were an extremely large amount of cheaters in this tournament, and especially in the higher bracket games. I was B-hopped on numerous times by people with a network level of around 1 or 2, and cheated on by many of the top players. I don't know the amount of staff that spectated those in the higher bracket / points range, but it was far too low based on the amount of people that were banned. Having many more people watching the players in the top 100 would have worked wonders in getting them rightfully punished, II Flux and Impulsic being the most blatant of them all. Now, this next part is entirely conjecture, but what I came to notice was that almost no players whose accounts were not alts or new to the game were banned by Watchdog reports. I highly doubt that none of them were hacking, but there is an issue with the staff manager having to personally go back over the leaderboards to investigate players who are not banned by Watchdog. These include Gucci Gang, 3ZC Brother, and Juuling Lol, only in the top 50, and those are the only two that I know off the top of my head that were above me in rating that were banned. Second in this bullet point is the boosting issue. Almost no players have been banned or had their points edited for boosting. 3ZC, who almost exclusively played with 3ZC Brother, was not banned or had their placement changed. Implementing a system to check players who were previous party members to banned players and how many times they played with, and removing rating gained from that party member would greatly help in taking down this boosting issue. In conclusion, the BSG tournament had a lot of flaws and a lot of things done right, but I feel like these flaws are easily able to be fixed in the next one with my proposals. Massive shout out to 070 Space God or Oculism for providing me with a lot of the solutions that I came up with. He was the basis for almost all of them. That basically concludes it. Thanks for watching.